All right, join us now on Drive the Lane from the number 4 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes, EJ Liddell. EJ, welcome to the show.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
EJ, let's get this out of the way. I'm the reason you committed to Ohio State, correct?
Yeah, he played a huge factor, probably like 98% of it. Yeah, definitely.
No, but in all seriousness, we'll take a step back here. Joining Ohio State is a huge decision for any recruit, any prospect going into college. Picking their school is a big deal. What drew you to come to Ohio State?
Oh, just the family. I mean, just everybody around, family connection, and just the vibe that everybody brings. All the guys are connected. The coaches are honest, and just the whole experience. I didn't want to miss out on it, and I don't feel like if anybody gets the opportunity, I don't see why they would want to not be there.
So obviously we don't want to fast forward through your entire first year at Ohio State, but real quickly, last year was, you came in off the bench, you were role player when needed. You had a big block that helped us out because we tweeted it and it went kind of viral against Illinois when we blocked it like 400 sections in the stand. So thank you for that. But this year, obviously you're a huge part of the team. What is clicking for you and this team right now?
Just the connection that we have. I mean, everybody's bonding into their role. I mean, obviously I had to step up more this year. A couple other people had to step up more. But I mean, everybody's just bonding to their role, and that's how we're winning, honestly. Just the connection that we have on the court is helping us. And everybody's just going in when they're getting their number called, they're going in playing great minutes.
One thing specifically about this team that I think is unique, and we talked about it before we started recording. Everything happens for a reason, whether it's been the coronavirus stuff, missing the college basketball season. CJ Walker, the leader, the voice of the team, he goes down with a hand injury. We love CJ on this show. Obviously, I mean, like, CJ was my scout team backcourt mate, so, like, we go way, way back.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason, and it's turned out to be a kind of a blessing in disguise for the rest of the guys. Talk about kind of the mentality that kind of came with the team when CJ was missing a couple games.
Yeah, I mean, CJ is obviously a leader. He's been a leader ever since he's gotten there. I mean, so it's just the fact that he went down, somebody else had to step up and be a bigger voice. And I felt like a lot of other people did that. I'm happy that Justice stepped into the point guard role because we were down 2 point guards at the time. He just stepped in and just did everything he could to try to lead the team. And when CJ was out, he was also on the sideline being a coach. It was crazy. I mean, he was like he started his coaching career already. He was like he had 2 wins under his belt already, and he's just a big voice to the team. And when he went down, other people stepped up.
So I never got to be in a college basketball locker room. You guys both have. What I'm curious about, you're the number 4 team in the country right now. What's the preparation as a number 4 team look like versus the preparation is maybe like outside the top 25 or 25, 24? Is it different? What's it like? I'm going to let you take that however you want to take it.
I feel like we approach every single game the same, no matter at the beginning of the season and no matter when we got knocked out of the top 25, we approach every single game the same. And we look ahead against anybody. We're focused on Penn State for Thursday. And that's how we just approach every single game, with the same underdog mentality.
EJ, let me steal your spotlight for a second and answer that a little bit better, because you gave the perfect answer as a current player, but as a former player. When we were ranked outside the top 25, we were practicing for 3 hours. And when we were ranked in the top 10, we were doing more individual workouts and run and shoot and going over plays and a little less contact. And I think that's deserving. You go with whatever's working, right? Like you're a fan of that strategy, right?
Yep. I'll fix it.
So
go ahead, Andrew.
I think it was your senior year, because your senior year of high school, Joey, was our senior year of college, right?
Yeah.
So your senior year, so I'm from same town as Joey, same area. So I was watching the Illinois basketball state championship, and I'm watching you, and I'm like, all right, this is the best player to ever pick up a basketball ever. Like it's just not even fair, these kids that are going against EJ right now. When you had to kind of readjust and be like, all right, I'm not the biggest guy and the best ball handler all at the same time anymore. What was that adjustment like?
It was different. I mean, night in and night out, we're playing, Division I guys. high school, you'll see like one on a team, maybe two on a lucky night, and they're probably one of the best teams in the country. But I mean, just stepping into that role. I mean, growing up, I always played against like elite guys in AAU, going to camps and different things. But it's just the fact that I had to play my role because I was playing under two great upperclassmen, and Kyle and Caleb. I just had to learn my role.
So Andrew talked about high school. Do you know what no matter what game is who you guys are playing, what time of the year, you know what the one thing that the commentators say every single time you go to the free throw line is?
Two-time Mr. Basketball. Yeah. My mom says it every single time. Yeah.
Every time I could be sitting watching TV, you go to the line the first 3 minutes of the game, and they go, you know what's special about EJ Liddell? And I'll like put it on mute and I'll say it myself. I'll be like, he's a two-time Mr. Basketball in Illinois. It's do you realize how ridiculously cool that is? Like right now, do you realize how cool that is?
Yeah, it's a huge accomplishment. I'm so proud of myself about that, and I know it's a big thing in the state. But like, I don't think I like really understand how big it is until like further down the road. Like also the 2 state championships. Me and my friends talk about it all the time, and like it's just the fact that like it's so recent. We don't understand how big it is till we get older.
You know who definitely realizes it and sees your talent? That's Illinois, because every time you play them, you say, hey, I'm Illinois Mr. Basketball. I got a little bit of advice for you. You know how like when you're nervous about something, you're just supposed to imagine everyone in their underwear and it like makes you less nervous?
Yeah.
If you're ever nervous in a game, you should just imagine that everyone's wearing Illinois jerseys, because then you'll go out and you'll have 30 and 20 and there'll be no problem. So that's the Andrew advice of the day to EJ Liddell.
Okay, I might use that strategy.
Should we even ask you if you have a different mentality against Illinois, or are you just going to say that you take every game the same, fix this opponent? Are you just going to say that?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Wait, let's talk about the Big Ten, though. Obviously, the best conference in college basketball. Ever since I was at Ohio State, everybody called it the 10. But now, since you guys are the top 5 team in the country and everyone loves you guys, now everyone's realizing that you're saying it, and you guys are getting all the credit for calling it the 10. Talk about just the night in, night out, the physicality. What do you think of when you hear Big Ten basketball?
Always expect the unexpected. I mean, like, yeah, it's crazy. Night in, night out, any team can get beaten in any given day, no matter if you're 0-11, you're playing the number 1 team in the conference. I mean, upsets is always bound to happen, but, I mean, it's just like you got to approach every single game the same, or you can get beat that day, no matter what game it is. So that's how I look at the Big Ten, because it's very competitive.
It's going to be tough for you guys to get beat when, you know, you're playing well, Dwayne's hitting shots, Justin's hitting shots. If they're both open, all right, who are you passing the ball to?
Justin, no question. He's shooting from 3 right now. I mean, I don't even think that's a question. Dwayne's a great shooter. I'm not disrespecting him, but, I mean, catch and shoot, I'm bad.
Do they still shoot together after practice?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, fun story. After practice every single day, my senior year, so it would have been their freshman years, us 3, we shot together, and we only counted swishes.
Yeah.
When we went around the top, we went around the 3-point line. We only shot 3s also, and we called them squishes. So if you ever, want to, let them, you be in on a little secret between them. You just let them know, like, hey man, I need a couple more squishes from you.
All right.
It was so funny when I called it that too. Like, and I was just being annoying, but they thought it was funny, and we rolled with it. So
yeah, just matters himself. He doesn't hit off it most of the time. Yeah,
he's unbelievable because on his visit, we were like skeptical because like everybody who comes in for their visit, you're like, okay, this kid's in high school. He's, obviously like the height is going to be the same, but like he's not filled out, and he's like, he's a white boy from the middle of nowhere, Ohio, whatever. We're all skeptical, and he came out and scored on JT 3 times in a row in the open gym, and we were like, okay, maybe this guy's got a little bit of game. So we were saying in the beginning, but now it's like he's on another level. There's only a handful of guys that I've ever been around that when they shoot it, you think it's going in. Like you more often than not, you think it's going in. Dwayne's one of those guys, and Justin's one of those guys for sure. I cannot believe.
And EJ from the elbow.
And when you are going left from the left block, going left, jump stop, fade away, that's the same feeling I have when they shoot it.
Yeah.
And I love the counter. The counter against Trace Jackson when you did the same thing and went right through him and he fouled you, it's just money. Like you're just toying with them.
Yeah. I mean, I got that guy's poster right there. I mean, Kobe, I mean, I watched this game. I still got to learn a lot more from him, but I just take a little bit of bits and pieces out of that and add it.
Safe to say that's your favorite player, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I wear 32 because of Shaq also. So, like, my Twitter name is easy, 2432. So, that, yeah.
I'm the same way. All my stuff's 23 for LeBron, and that's who I model my game after also. So I'm with you on that. So, for some reason, whenever we post about you or you do stuff, it does very well. And the biggest moment of that was – I forget who you guys were playing. What? Northwestern? Yeah, Northwestern. You're playing Northwestern. And someone drove the lane on you, and you blocked it. And the announcer said, it's never a good idea to drive the lane on E.J. Liddell. And the announcer, we kind of knew the announcer calling the game. He goes, drive the lane, a great Ohio State podcast that you definitely need to check out. So thank you for that, which brings me to my next question. This is all big setup and build up. What's a worse decision, leaving Justin open or trying to drive the lane on E.J. Liddell?
That's a great question. I would say leaving Justin open. Because I remember, I'll never forget it. We were playing against Rutgers, and Justin passed it in the post, and the guy went to go double team, left Justin wide open. I looked at Kyle before he even shot. I'm like, what is he doing? He's like, yeah, it just went straight in. I'm pretty good at blocking shots.
You got to add something. You know, Zed's got the finger guns. Matumbo had the finger wag. You got to do something. You got to do like I can't even think of anything right now. Usually I'm good with that, but you got to do something after blocks.
I don't know.
Just like hold your hand up like this, because usually you get the full palm on it.
You're easy. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't listen to him. You're good. You keep doing what you're doing, okay? We don't need any of that fun business. He went to Missouri. He doesn't get it.
Zed Key does it. So you can do it. Just put the 5 up.
Yeah, he's been doing that since like 7th grade. He showed me a clip. Yeah. That's just been him for a minute.
All right. How about this? If you're at a 2-on-2 basketball tournament as a team, you get to select your partner. You have the first pick, which I don't know why we're giving you the first pick. You should probably not have a pick at all. Who are you taking?
That's a lot to choose from. I might have to go with CJ. That's probably the deadliest mid-range game, like of many. Yeah, both could go out, knock down some threes, and also just mid-range pull-ups. I don't think anybody can stop that.
And defense. I mean, like
you're and defense. Yeah, because nobody's getting around. Team. Yeah, that'd be. I would actually want to do that. Like, everybody just picked a team, 2-on-2, see how that goes. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, we used to, and I'm sure you guys do it too, obviously, like, you know, you send the text, like, hey, does anyone want to get shots up? Does anyone want to play open gym, whatever. And we used to, you know, back in the day before, we only had, like, 8 healthy guys, like, ever, it seemed like. So we would play 2v2, 2v2. We would play 4, we would play 3-on-3, we would play 42, which I don't even know if you guys play that anymore, the shooting game where you got to tip in the misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we would do anything we could. So in the off season, you just let the guys know, like, hey, heads up, guys, like, we have open gym today, but we're playing a 2-on-2 tournament, and it's me and CJ, and you guys can pick the rest of the teams.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't think that'd ever happen. He'll probably have Kyle and CJ pick teams, and yeah, that probably won't ever happen.
Yeah, you'd probably be with the fake Danny Hummer. I always forget how to say his first name. It's only because his number's 40.
Yeah, Jansen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody can replace D40 at all.
Never, ever.
So what does the leading scorer on the number 4 team in the country do when he is not hooping or, as Cardale Jones likes to say, playing school?
Well, if I'm not doing schoolwork or playing basketball, I'm either taking a nap, playing some video games. I love playing video games. I don't think anybody on the team could beat me in Madden besides Seth. Seth is the only one who consistently beats me in Madden. But I'm up on the series and play some 2K. So yeah.
So Madden and 2K, those are the go-to games.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your teams?
I don't know. I could play with anybody. I usually just shuffle, or when I'm playing by myself, I play my ultimate team. I got Lamar Jackson quarterback, so that tells you about me.
When you guys play, do you guys do like 3 randoms, suicide pick?
Yep.
Just making sure you guys are doing them the right way.
Yeah, like last year I was lethal with the Vikings. The Vikings. Yeah, they were crazy. Dalvin Cook was good, and they had Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. They were crazy.
See, like when I haven't played Madden in so long. I don't think I ran the ball ever. I never ever. But like obviously, you gotta have you gotta have some balance, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I was not good. Clearly.
Yeah, you gotta have a mix between both.
EJ, are there any current NBA players that you try to watch as many of their games as you can?
Paul Millsap. I've been watching him for a long time, just taking bits out of his game because he's not the tallest guy, but he also can body taller guys, and he also can go out there and guard like 2 through 5. And I've been taking a little bit pieces out of his game, try to add it to mine.
Have you ever talked to him? I'm sure if you sent him a DM, you were like, "Hey, come get this work in the offseason," he'd come hang out with you.
No, I should do that, shouldn't I? I probably should do that. Yeah.
Well, that's the second piece of advice from me.
Where did or EJ, you guys either one can answer. Where did Paul Millsap go to college?
Oh, I noticed.
It's EJ's favorite player. I'll let him answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't been watching that long.
Yeah, EJ, just a heads up. That's like my best thing in the world is knowing where people went to college. So
Yeah.
So you can ask me anyone, but he went to Louisiana Tech. So
I honestly did not know that.
you never guessed that. So that's why I threw it up. Sorry, not to interrupt I don't want to make this a quiz show. That's my bad.
Well, I got a similar question. Paul Millsap obviously did not go to Ohio State, as we just discovered. But who's your favorite? And it probably hasn't been able to happen as much this year. But last year, over the summer, who's your favorite alumni to come around and hang out at the program?
Probably Greg Oden. Yeah, he came around, always had a smile on his face, always gave a little bit of tips and advice here and there. So, yeah.
How about
Also,
yeah,
Jared Sullinger always gave advice too. I talk to him like every other week. He's just giving advice about the season.
Sully is the number 1 pick for me in terms of pickup, who I would take. He's the best pickup player I've ever seen. Even when he was 350 pounds or something like that, he was the best player. He was the best pickup player I've ever seen. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. We played one-on-one. I worked out with him a lot in the summer. We played one-on-one, and he just made some shots. I'm like, how does that even go in? Yeah.
Throw stuff, man. It's just crazy. My claim to fame is beating John Diebler in a 3-point shooting contest. So you'll get there because if I could do it, then you can do it. But
yeah,
Sully, he used to, oh my gosh, the stuff he used to do to some guys, and we don't need to name their names because it doesn't matter. Ohio State guys that don't matter. The stuff that he used to do to them as a washed-up pro is just, it's a different level of basketball. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable. D'Angelo played with us. Mike Conley played with us. Sully, by far. Peak Geo was pretty incredible, but Sully just different level because he's shooting from half court. He's handling the ball the whole time. He's posting up.
Yeah.
He's just working on his game. It's literally like a practice for him. It's just crazy.
Definitely.
It's crazy.
So Joey and I were in middle school. Yeah, we were in middle school, early high school when Sullinger was on Ohio State. We grew up Ohio State fans. He was my favorite player, phone background, everything. In the first ever interview we did for Drive the Lane, Joey's like, "Hey, we're gonna interview Sullinger," and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is my favorite player ever." The reason I literally I used to be pretty thick, and I kind of would play like him, so I was freaking out. So if you ever meet Paul Millsap, just take a deep breath. It's just another guy.
Uniform.
Picture him in an Illinois uniform. Take a deep breath. It's just another guy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, how about this one? you could have 3 dinner guests with you. Your dream dinner guests. Who are they? 3 guys or girls? 3 people.
Wow, that you just put me on the spot. Okay, I'm gonna have to go J. Cole.
Okay.
That's my favorite rapper. I'm gonna have to go J. Cole. 2, if he were still here, rest in peace, Kobe. I would definitely say Kobe. And then number 3, I don't know. That's a question mark. That is a question mark. I would say my dad. He'll probably make.
That's always such a great answer.
He'll probably make that dinner hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever people, another way to phrase that question is the golf foursome. You know, who would you want to play golf with?
Mm-hmm.
And I always include my dad to get the brownie points that people are like, oh, I never thought of that. That's good to have your dad in there.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
All right, so my final question. All right, last question, and then we're done unless we think of a couple others. All right. What do you like more? The surprising Holtman after a win with either, whatever you guys do when you're quiet or you're not in there, or our honor to defend, we will fight to the end for Ohio? Because I like that. What's your favorite of those 2 post-game rituals?
We just started doing the surprising Holtman thing this year. And the singing the anthem is like a classic, but I'm gonna have to go surprising coach because he really is like confused. Like he looks around. Like I remember at the Illinois game, we were just sitting there like all quiet and stuff. He came in clapping, like was really excited, and nobody said a word. And it was just crazy because you could see the excitement on the coach's face. So I'll probably say the surprising coach.
Is it hard to focus with such a handsome coach?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start. Yeah, not going Instagram Live again. That's just a weird question. I don't know how to answer that.
All right, we'll move past that. EJ, how we end every interview on Drive the Lane, I know you know this because you listen to all our episodes, is we turn the tables onto you, and we put you as the interviewer seat, and you can ask us any questions that you've been dying to ask us. So the floor is yours.
I have a question for you. Do you be coaching on the couch like when you're watching the game?
Absolutely.
Like what is your biggest pet peeve like when we're all playing that we don't do?
Ooh, that is an amazing question. Wow.
Such a good. You know what it is? You know what it is for you personally?
Yeah.
You go up and you're straight up, and then you try and smack the shit out of the ball for no reason when you already know he's going to miss the layup. And I know Holtman, I've seen it in the huddle. Holtman hates that more than anything. So that's one pet peeve, but you know that one. You don't need me to tell you that one, because you're going to block it. You're going to block it regardless. You can either go up and try and block it, or go up and be straight, and he's going to miss it. It's like up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what else? I mean, I don't know. Like, I could say, like, when Dwayne does something on offense, right? Like, I mean, everybody, but –
yeah, it's going to be one of those a game, though.
And I loved when he did that, because when he screwed up like that, that meant I got to go in the game. So, like, it wasn't that bad for me. Some of the other things, you guys are playing so well right now. It's hard. It's really hard for me to coach like that on the couch. But, like, there's been times, like, where guys who come into the game, guys who maybe who they're not in a rhythm and stuff like that, and they come in and, like, they have a bad closeout or they foul or they whatever. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, why are these guys even in the game, man? Like, by myself, like, getting all mad and stuff, when I know that's so dumb of me to say. I'll do that from time to time, but the number one thing is, like, I used to always, my dad can vouch for this, I used to always say as a player that for some reason the really bad three-point shooters shot so well against us, like, every single game. So, like, now I think about that as a fan, and, like, you guys might be, like, closing out to them like they're a rondo. And when I'm like, they're just going to make it in your face, like, at least put a hand up. Like, I'll just yell, like, put a hand up. And I'm just sitting there in my room by myself. Oh, man, it's bad. Like, it's bad, but, like, it could be so much worse. And thank God you guys are really good. So it makes it a lot easier on me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely true. Honestly, like every other game is like a guy who probably had like 1-3 this whole year,
Yep.
and we leave him open. He hits like two of them. So yeah, that's definitely.
Be like a guy has 8 points all year and he has 24 against us. You know, like stuff like
Yep.
that. Yeah, it's crazy.
I got nothing left. So it's all you, EJ. We got no questions left. It's on you now.
He basically answered like all my questions. Went in.
That's a good question though. That's like one of the best ones we've ever gotten probably.
Well, we got one from Jay Sean Tape, but we had to cut it out because it was a little silly. But
that was not a good one. I didn't appreciate that one. If you don't have anything else, that's fine, man. Like, thought you would come a little bit more prepared.
You're just a kid. You're just a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I was not prepared. I was definitely not prepared. That was my only question. I feel like that was the best thing I could do.
It was a good one. I mean, like Dwayne asked us when we had him on when you guys were sitting in the stadium at Wisconsin, and we talked to him for like 15 minutes. He asked us like what our 3 favorite candies were. So it could have been that. I
just definitely just had like an hour conversation. Like, what was the top 5 best cereals of all time? Yeah.
What's your one?
I'm gonna have to go Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't think I can eat it all the time because it has way too much sugar. But like, if I just like was to get a bowl, it would be Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
See, but like that doesn't factor in. Like for me, like I could have 100 bowls of Lucky Charms. 100.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
Andrew, give me your top 3 cereals.
Top 3 cereals. I don't eat cereal a whole lot. I'm not a big cereal guy. I do like Reese's Puffs.
Ooh,
and I do really like Captain Crunch with the Crunch Berries.
Yeah.
And oh man,
you know what? Cereal guy, you got some good answers.
Well, you know what you can really snack on, but it's not that good, is those Pops.
Ooh, yeah, Pops.
Like they're not that good, but they're a great non-milk cereal. You know, where you could like.
Yeah. What about Mini Wheats?
Man, I love
solid.
Those are great non-milk cereal.
But that's an athlete food. I'm not an athlete.
You are now. You're a boxer.
True.
Yeah.
True.
EJ's like, yeah, he is.
All right, EJ, this has been a lot of fun. You got to come on once a week now. That's what we discussed with Wall. He said that was cool. So the weekly meetings with EJ Liddell.
All right. I mean, we can set some up like that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you're too nice of a guy. You'd be like, you should, and then he's gonna text me. He's older when we're done. Be like, Joey, just so you know, like I have a big like math test next week, so I'm not gonna be able to come on.
Yeah, I do got to take a quiz tonight, so not looking forward to that.
Well, if you need help, don't ask us because we are out of the school game. We have not taken tests in a while. Joey looks to be frozen over there, so it looks like I'm gonna have to take us out.
Okay,
oh, he's back. Joey's back. Joey's back.
I mean, you guys were frozen too, so.
I told EJ that if he needs help on his quiz, not to ask us because we've been out of the school game.
I was good at math, EJ. You can ask me, even though it's probably.
You said science. Didn't you say it was a science quiz?
Oh, you have a science quiz.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, probably not. We'll just say it's not legal for me to help, so that's my excuse to not help.
Wait, I just thought of one more question.
All right.
So this is different for every school, every high school, every middle school. What color are your math and science, like binders and folders? Like when you think math and science, what do you associate with those colors for school?
Science, I'm definitely orange.
Orange? Oh. Science is green. Science is green.
Science is yellow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, science is orange for me because all my folders growing up, it was definitely I wrote science on the orange one. Yeah.
Okay, so what's math? That's the most important one. We all agree on what math is. Have to.
I'm pretty sure it's blue.
Yes.
Yeah,
red.
No, that's English. Language arts is red.
Yeah.
That was yellow for us.
See, EJ, I mean, like, that's just what we do. That's what happens when you're the player of the year in the state, like me and EJ were. That's what color your math. That's what color your math and language arts folders are.
Social studies was blue for us.
No, social studies is green.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave you with that, EJ. Go rearrange your folders.
All right.
All right, we appreciate it, man. Good luck on Thursday.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.